Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we'll be talking about how to properly package your trading cards when you're sending them through the mail. For starters, I want to start out with each individual card, and we're going to talk about how to ship the card, because you don't just ship it like this. You got to put some protective material around it. Later, I'm going to talk about how to send like one card in a package, how to send multiple cards in a package, and then how to send a huge lot of cards in a package. So, let's begin with talking about our single card here. If I could pick it up without damaging it. Alright, here we go. Single card. The first step is to put it in a penny sleeve. Penny sleeves are literally a penny, and you can buy them at your local card shop, Target, Walmart, or online. The next step is to put it in a top loader. Don't try to shove it down in there, just tap it against something and your card's in there. So there you have it. You have a top loader here, a card and a penny sleeve in a top loader. If you put the card just in the top loader, it will damage the card slightly, or there's a possibility of it at least, so let's not do that. The next step would be to seal off the top, because we don't want this being the card sliding out during shipment or anything like that. So what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of painter's tape, and if you don't have painter's tape, Scotch tape will work. This will work, but it's definitely recommended to have painter's tape. So put the painter's tape on. Now, this is what every card should look like when you're sending it. Whether it be a package of 10, 5, or 500, if they're a valuable card, you want to put tape over the top of it just so it doesn't slide out. Now, next step. You want to put it in the package. Now, the main thing you want to do is make sure the card doesn't slide around at all in the package. So, and that it's padded and protected, and it won't bend or anything like that in the mail. So, you have two options really. You could send it in this, which is ideal. I'll show you how to do that first. Or you could send it in this, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first you have your package. There's really two ways to do it. You slide it in, and each way includes this part. Make sure it's about 1.5 inches from the top. You fold over there, seal it up. Here, you flip over at the part where the card is. So the card's like right here, but I'm folding it right here to give it a little bit of space. Not too much, just a little bit so you don't damage the card. And there you go. Use some packing tape. Go around, tape that down. After you've taken this off and pushed it down, put the packing label on the back, and you're ready to go. Or you could shove the card down all the way to the bottom. And so the card's right here. I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to fold the package down like that. And there you go. The card is right here and right here. And I can just put the shipping label in the back, wrap some packing tape around there, and the card will not slide. Now, say all you have is this. That's totally okay. However, if you just take your card and slide it in there like that, that is a problem. We cannot do that because that could possibly damage the card. It has a very high chance of damaging the card. So, I have this little contraption that's made. Here's the beautiful part about it. It doesn't have to be from the store or anything like that. I actually had this Aaron Rodgers card in the back sent to me in this. All it is 4 pieces of foam taped together, as you can see, with this just regular Scotch tape, and all it does is protect the card. And all you have to do after that is just slide it in here, and boom, you're ready to go. If you want, you could put a piece of wood or a solid like back to the card, so like in front of or back of the card. So putting it right here where my fingers are, you could put a piece of wood down, And what that would do is it would keep the card completely straight, so that would also be a great idea if you wanted to protect the card. Now let's move on from a single card into more than one. So something like a 5-card lot is what I'll give you the example of. So say you sold a 5-card lot of these jersey cards. So each individual card has the painter's tape over it, as you can see. They're slightly out to the side of this. And then what I've done first, I've wrapped it around that way to keep it as a little package. And then I wrap it around this way to keep it as a package because I want this thing as secure as possible. Now, another great thing you could do is put it in a team bag. If you do not have a team bag, that is totally okay. You could slide it in there without the package without a team bag. But a team bag definitely helps just to keep it a little more secure. You know, a little more padded, not much, obviously, but there you have that. And this is how I would ship it in here. And I'd put it in my package. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. But if it fits and it slides right in, you're fine right there. So it slides right in. I'm going to push it all the way to the bottom. I'm going to have all this extra space up here. I'll flip that down, and then I'll flip it again to get rid of that extra space. And then I'll tape around the outside, tape around there completely, and then put a shipping label on the back right here. And that's how I package the cards. I've actually used this one. I actually got this one before, so that is why that is torn up, so I will never be shipping this one, this individual package, because the package is torn a little bit. Now, let's move on to a bigger bulk of cards. Say you have to ship like 500, maybe 100 to 500 cards, right? Or even like, 10 sometimes you have to ship in this kind of box. So you have a box, right? Just a normal card box you can find at your local card shop. Or you could use a regular box, such as, just a regular cardboard box. But for this example, I'm going to use this. It's the same process, either or. What you have to do is you have to individually tape off each one of these. Each one of these cards has to be taped on, right? And then what you want to do is you want to create sets of 5 to 10 cards, tape them up, and make your little care package, as I explained earlier in the video. All you have to do is tape around the sides and tape around up, tape vertically and horizontally, and then you're fine. And then, but that doesn't mean you can't tape the tops of them. You have to tape the tops of every card, just so it's extra safe, okay? And if you only have Scotch tape, that's okay, but you definitely should be using painter's tape, ideally. So all the cards look like this. So imagine with me, all the cards are sealed off like that. Stack them in there. So what can you see here? You can see that the cards are in there securely this way, but not this way. So you need to find some sort of filler that will fill that. You could use a bunches of paper, like wads of paper that you crumpled up and shoved in there, or you could use different things. That's definitely what I'd recommend doing, is a different thing. I'd use packing peanuts if you have that. Any type of foam, such as the foam I used to put this card in earlier in the video, that'll work well. If you wanted to place them like this in the package, you could easily just put this on the side here, put some things on top of it, and put it there. If you have packing peanuts, it's ideal. Most of us don't have packing peanuts in the world, so if you don't, that's totally okay. You guys can use other things, such as, some foam you find around the house. Even some, like, spacers of cardboard, just cardboard on top of it. That'll work too, as long as it's not moving. And ideally, what you would do is you'd have the cards right in the middle, like right there in the middle, and you'd have something on each side, so that way it's optimally protected. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more content, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.